Work. Hi, Abdul. Nice work with this essay. Let's get straight into your correction and see what you did. Okay, it's English and Homestay letter. So, let's take a look at it. Dear John, just to briefly introduce myself, I'm currently residing in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and working in the construction industry. Since I've received a job transfer to the UK, it is the company's policy that I attend the English and Homestay program. I'm a very adventurous and culture-oriented person who loves to explore and experiment different places. Okay, so far the grammar is excellent, and the vocabulary is also quite good. So let's move on, and I'll tell you some more comments towards the end. I have heard a lot about the cold British climate. Could you please advise what sort of clothing I would need to buy? Additionally, please suggest some schools where I could enroll myself for scuba diving. Lastly, I would like to know the procedure to open a bank account for a temporary resident. I have already applied for my visa and got it stamped. I will be arriving at Birmingham International Airport at etc. etc. is perfect. Once I arrive, I will board the National Express coach to Liverpool, so you could expect me to reach your home, rather, or reach you at 5 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you. Yours sincerely, Abdul. Okay. Okay. Well, here's the great news. The great news is that it's very, very good in terms of the vocabulary, the grammar, the structure. The other thing that I was really pleased with is that you did something that a lot of people don't actually do. When it says some questions here, you asked some questions. In other words, you didn't ask one, you asked more than one, which is exactly what you need to do. You were really specific with your scheduled date and time of arrival. That was well done. So all of these things were excellent, really, really well done. The one thing that I wasn't really, really crazy about was this right here, this first sentence. I felt like you were missing a sentence, okay? Just to jump into it and say, just to briefly introduce myself, I'm currently residing. I mean, who are you? So, I think that that's what was missing from this. Just something like, Dear John, my name is Abdul, so-and-so. As you know, the company has placed me with you, for the English and Homestay just something like an introductory sentence, so that John understands who exactly is writing him, rather than just, I felt like that your opening sentence was really a second sentence. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's see what else you wrote. Okay, international marketing. Alrighty. So, it is thought by some that international marketing may sometimes infringe on a country's development. On the contrary, others find it as a necessity while influencing knowledge, language, and culture. Okay, on the contrary isn't really used like this. So I think a better word here, or better linker, would be in contrast, or however, even if you wanted just one word. All of them are good, but on the contrary doesn't quite fit here. It's usually at the beginning of the sentence and it has a different function. Okay, in my opinion, international marketing can pose itself to be successful in independent countries, but could prove to be detrimental in self-sufficient nations. Okay, this is very interesting. The protrusion of foreign marketing in one's country can be powerful enough to make a revolutionary change within the region. In other words, with a huge development in trade and commerce through international advertising strategies, some countries have been able to boost their GDP growth to a large extent. Okay, nice. Not really, I don't believe that this is the word you wanted, that right here, protrusion. It's not protrusion. Protrusion is something different. I think you wanted a different word. Okay. Moreover, the marketing tools adopted can lead to a cultural and heritage transformation. Take, for example, Dubai being a dependent country. No, hang on a second. So, for example, Dubai as a dependent country. Okay, not being, I think it just would have been better. Is a home to many coming from distinct backgrounds. Consequently, here you need a full stop, actually. Don't make the sentence too long. So full stop, and then begin. Consequently, the marketing ideas were designed to serve them. No, the marketing ideas designed to serve them, you can just get rid of the where, have been positively branded, Let's take a look at it again. Consequently, the marketing ideas designed to serve them, which have positive... Okay, there's something happening in this sentence. Okay, so consequently, the marketing ideas designed to serve them have positively branded Dubai as a more vibrant culture. So you need to get rid of this word and this word. That's what was giving me trouble. Okay. In addition, imports and exports flourished in the country, therefore capitalizing itself. Not really capitalizing. I think you also want a different word here. Branding itself or positioning itself. That would have been a great word, actually. Positioning itself as a business and tourist hub. Okay, that's nice, and that's a nice example. So, nice. That's a strong paragraph, despite the little grammatical things happening. It's actually quite good. Okay. So, on the other hand, international marketing can manifest itself as a disaster in a self-sufficient nation. Assuming a country is well equipped with its domestic resources, the need for international marketing deters, or now, you know what? Let's soften this a little bit and say can deter and discourage local marketers. You never want to seem too absolute in one of these essays. Okay, so furthermore, it would result in a conflict between, or it could, so it's seeming less definite, like you're saying, yeah, you know, this is a possibility, but you're not being like extremely absolute and saying, oh, this will happen, you know, this is predestined or whatever. So just be a little, like hedge your bets a little bit, so be a little less absolute. Okay, so furthermore, it could result in a conflict between international and domestic campaigners, thus harming the economy. For instance, India has all the possible solutions that can cater to the local market. However, with the introduction of international marketing, it has negatively impacted many domestic companies. Secondly, it has lost its versatile culture, for which it was very well known. I don't know why you're calling the culture versatile. Do you mean vibrant? Do you mean multi-layered? Do you mean rich culture? I mean, these are all words that we use with culture, but I don't really understand what you mean when you say a versatile culture. So people now prefer eating more often in American outlets such as, here you need an as, McDonald's or KFC rather than in regional restaurants. Okay, lovely. In conclusion, the proliferation of international marketing has led to two contrasting views amongst people. In my perspective, it has a huge potential in certain demographics that mainly, here you wanted an ly, on foreign products, whereas it can cause widespread damage to an independent country. Okay, so really beautiful. It's very well done, Abdul. It's really nicely written, both of your essays. So great job with this. There were just some little grammatical things happening, but nothing really glaring and difficult. But do keep writing, and I really suggest continuing to get feedback for your essays right up to your exam, because this is the way that you can really continue to improve. You've got some really nice elements, but if you can continue to get feedback and, you know, learn where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are, you can continue on those strengths and perhaps improve on those weaknesses. So well done. I hope to see more of these from you, and good luck writing.